Democratic State Representative Matt Pearce of Indiana is joining us now. He serves as the Assistant Democratic Floor Leader. Representative Pearce, good to have you here. Texas Republicans went along with President Trump's push, but there has now been some vocal opposition from Indiana Republicans to redistricting. They are set to visit the White House today, as we mentioned. What are you hearing from your Republican colleagues on this matter?
Well, it's interesting. Former Governor Mitch Daniels, who worked in the George W. Bush administration, said it's wrong to do. Former Republican Speaker of the Indiana House, Brian Bosma, said it wasn't a good idea. We've had, maybe a half a dozen Republicans, rank and file legislators say that they're opposed to it. So I don't think they really want to do it. But the question is, will they be able to stand up to the pressure of President Trump? Because we're hearing rumors that he might threaten the primary local legislators who don't go along with what he wants. Other rumors are that federal funding will be withheld from Indiana as punishment if they don't do the redistricting. So the question is, will they be able to stand up to the pressure?
And of course, they're going to be face to face with the president today, a lot of them at least. Indiana currently has 7 House Republicans, just 2 Democrats serving in Congress. So why the focus on Indiana anyway?
Well, the only thing I can figure is that, if California neutralizes the Texas gerrymander, then the Republicans want to see if they can just go to states that have, ironclad Republican control. And if they can just pick up a single seat in 4 or 5 Republican states, they can reestablish this unfair advantage that they want to put into place. And so I think that they're just trying to hedge their bets to go for, whatever gain they can get wherever they can get it.
We saw it in Texas. Now Indiana. Meantime, Democrats in California are trying to fight back and redraw maps there in response to Texas. But the president says he's going to fight that. Take a listen to what he said yesterday.
Well, I think I'm going to be filing a lawsuit pretty soon. And I think we're going to be very successful in it. We're going to be filing it through the Department of Justice. That's going to happen.
What's your reaction to the president openly pushing for redistricting in Indiana and in Texas, but now planning to sue over the exact same thing in California?
Well, I guess hypocrisy might not be new for our president, but the irony of it. So in Texas, they just said, hey, I'm entitled. I remember when Republicans didn't like entitled people, entitlements, right? So President Trump says, I'm entitled to 5 more seats in Texas, and the governor and the legislature there gives it to them. In California, they rightly decide the Democrats have to fight back. You can't stand by and let democracy be subverted. And so they put in place a process where the people of California will decide. So what could be more democratic than that? The people of California will decide in a referendum whether they want these new maps to neutralize what Texas has done or stick with what they have now. And so the irony of the president saying, I'm going to sue over that, but I'm more than happy and celebrate what Texas did. It just shows the rank hypocrisy of the whole situation.
As the president continues targeting your state, what is your message to national Democrats as they move forward?
Well, we're all in it. No matter where we are as Democrats, we have to be fighting back. And where Democrats have power, they have to use that power to do everything they can to neutralize these attempts to put in an unfair advantage for the Republicans. I would like nothing more than get back to a normal world where the norms of democracy are respected, but we're not there. I hope that perhaps all these mid-decade redistricting attempts will cause people to recognize that what we really need is either a federal statute or a constitutional amendment that would essentially say every legislative seat, every congressional seat will be drawn in a nonpartisan fashion without any reference to political data or other numbers. We need to restore our political system by having a nonpartisan system of drawing these maps all across the country. And perhaps people seeing these naked political power grabs will make clear that this is what we have to have.
Indiana State Representative Matt Pearce, appreciate your perspective. Thank you for joining us.